That goal from Connor McDavid, NHL Network tweeting out 1-on-4. Connor McDavid, are you kidding? This is some of the other flavor from that night. Nas 0-2-1-1. Most evolved player we have ever seen. He's the most complete player the game has produced. Feet match the hands, and the brain is quicker than both. Magic. About best hockey player. I'm not an Oilers fan, but this is why I watch every Oilers game. This guy is an absolute treat. Wow. I think a lot of people fit in that category. They watch the Oilers just for him. How about Frigid Ralph? We hope you warm up, buddy. He should get called up already. I think he's ready for the big time. Yes. I mean, sometimes it looks like my son, 8 and under. You get the best skater out there, and he just does this to players. This was Friday night. That tied the game up late. It was a big-time goal going through 4 Rangers defensemen and then finishing it off in style. Past Georgiev right there, and then the Oilers would get it done in overtime, winning that game 6-5, and I think his reaction says it all. I mean, he scored a lot of big goals, a lot of fancy goals, and even that one might have surprised him for what he accomplished there. So the question now is this the best goal we've ever seen from 97? What do you think?
Well, in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, this one.
We've got a few other ones queued up.
This one to me, and I've seen most of his goals. I would say yes. The key is his feet. He darts. He makes that move at the blue line, but look at his feet. He pushes off his left foot. I'm not sure if his left foot does his left foot come off the ice from here. His left foot gets on the ice, and it's like wobbling up on the toe. He's heel toe with his left foot. He's skating. Watch his left foot. It does, right here, it stays on the ice. It's toe to heel, toe to heel. He's actually gaining speed with his left foot. This foot over here. Like, how do you do that? Like, he's skating along, and it's not he strides, but his left foot just keeps going. That to me is just so impressive.
He's not striding, and he's moving faster than everybody can, right? It's impossible.
It's unbelievable.
For me, the timing of when he does it, you know, they need a goal. It's a few minutes to go in the game, about 3 minutes to go, and he's going to deliver no matter how many people are in front of him. But there's definitely a lot of people waving.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the worst thing you can do, right? I mean, this is the best player in the league, you know, by far. We all agree. And I would say, reading those tweets, you know, it's always...
Stop it right here. Can we stop this here? Like, you look, go ahead. I'm just stopping it here for you. You've got, here's your, I mean, Nemeth is the guy who's, he's going to be on all of the highlights.
Trouba here,
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're a young player and you're like, okay, I want to teach how to be like a Connor McDavid, you've got to be able to skate and move and have your head. So you get your head, your feet, and your hands all going at the same pace.
That's what the guy on Twitter said, right?
And
we've never seen that before. At that speed.
We've got very few guys have done it.
Yeah. Well, earlier, too, when they were changing, you're seeing Zibanejad's coming on the ice. McKegg is almost jumping into the bench to get off, and the bench is looking at him like, no, we cannot play with 4. Right. And now he's nothing he can do, but even if he was standing right here, I think he probably would have scored.
He would have. And look at Georgiev he's perfect position. Let this roll. Georgiev just freezes. So, like, no poke check. Like, he tries to poke check. He ends up, he even dekes the goaltender to the one side of the net.
Yeah.
Like, normally a goaltender will not really sure, but he's in the middle of the ice, four guys pressure, and he just waltzes
I love
through
that right there.
Yeah.
Freeze that shot.
That's
It's amazing.
It's just I know I'm good. I know I'm good. I can't believe I just did that.
All right,
but
so
I have
this
done
was
it before.
2016 against the Jackets.
Yeah, and this is a stumble. Or there's a stumble. So this one, he makes the move. You've got a little more of a stumble.
Jack Johnson tries to hit him. Gavrikov falls down.
Yeah.
And, you know, the rest is history.
He takes advantage of the stumble right here.
Yeah.
And that's, like, you're going to play the puck. Players don't want to play the body on McDavid because he waltzes you. So you're in a position here, it's Falky, and it's I can get this puck. And he thinks he can get it, and he stumbles. Because if he thinks he's going to hit him, he'll probably slide right by him.
Right.
And when he goes down, McDavid is like, okay, now I've got all sorts of room. Yeah, look how much room he had after he beat the defenders. Like, when he scores his last goal against the Rangers, there's not a lot of room.
Yeah.
Like, he might get to the hash mark, and then it's like, oh, I got to make like 2 quick moves.
Yeah, he only needs 2 feet.
Oh, it's crazy.
All right, so we've got this one, 2019 against the Dallas Stars, and there's McDavid, middle of the ice, and this is a little different one, in tight through the legs, top shelf, blocker's side.
You know,
we're seeing this one around the league.
That's a guess. You got it.
Qualifying it, aren't you?
Because if you go to an NHL practice, you see this. Now, you don't see it at this speed, top corner every time. Like, you know, he makes it look so easy.
So look at that celebration, right?
This is a
He's done that
superhuman
before.
person.
Yeah. But the thing is, this is his speed. So it's everybody else's top speed, but it's his speed.
Yeah.
But the thing, and I love it, Jeff. I was saying the same thing. We've seen other players do the same move. We haven't seen other players go 1-on-4 or 1-on-5, go end-to-end the way he... And guys go end-to-end, usually it's on the outside of the going end-to-end. He loves to go right through the pile.
What he does do there is amazing, though, is he puts it back underneath the stick. Like nobody would think of
it's
that,
like
right?
the Fedorov, right?
Right, the guy,
And then
it's a pretty good defenseman there, right? He's got his stick right here, and he goes back underneath the stick.
He pulls it right around and up and over.
Yeah, just for good measure.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Another one, 2020. So we'll see if this one impresses Jeff here. Oh, this is the Morgan Riley one, right? Just all of a sudden, autopilot.
I love it because it has like a little bit of basketball, a little bit of everything in it because of the no look.
Yeah.
So he's looking back saying, all right, I'm 1-on-4 here. Who's coming? And all of a sudden, Riley says, oh, okay. He just hesitates for a minute, and I'll see you later.
Can we take this back just a touch? If we can get this back just to, okay, let it go forward. Wait, okay, right here. Look at where his eye. He's looking. Where is everybody? Now, Morgan Riley's like, okay, he's going to curl up.
Right.
He's going to do the Gretzky. Right? He's going to curl up. He's going to wait for his teammates to show up. So he'll try to step up and close the gap.
There's nobody. I mean, Edmonton, here's your first guy. You got 4 guys back. Riley's 1-on-1, which is never good with this guy.
And the key to this play, let's take it back just a bit. If we right, you'll see it right here. This part, we'll see. Watch the crossover.
No.
He moves. Stop it here. He moves. So McDavid, he's not looking. You're Morgan Riley. McDavid's looking like this.
Yeah.
He knows exactly. Peripheral vision is enough. He knows exactly when to pull the puck back because he catches. Morgan Riley's a good defenseman.
And a good skate.
A very good skater. Yeah. He catches Morgan Riley in the crossover.
Yeah.
And when he crosses over, that's what. Look at this. He knows peripheral. He knows Morgan Riley is about to cross over because he thinks I'm going to the middle. And as soon as he gets Morgan Riley shifting to his body weight, just shifting his body weight to cross over, that's when he cuts back, and the quickness that he cuts back in. That reminded me. See, that he did it to the left against the Rangers. He did that to the right. He got to the line
finish.
And he jumped in.
We're not even talking about the finish, but just pull it back, flip. And that's the thing. None of these, we're not talking about any of these if he doesn't finish the goal.
Oh, no, yeah.
More times than not does. I love that little celebration, subdued. All right, so this against the Hawks here in 2020.
This is basketball,
and this is just
Jeff.
sheer speed,
this
right?
is hand-eye all the way up the ice.
He just dribbles the puck. He dribbles the puck.
Right.
He dribbles the puck down the ice.
Nobody can do this, right? Okay, but what I should do is probably put it in the top corner and make sure that everyone's going to see it again and over, right?
Watch his left hand.
Yeah.
Watch his left hand. I don't like goalie Matta's stick. I'm just going to drop my hand down,
chop.
Take the slash, keep the puck, keep the defender away from my puck by dropping my hand while I'm controlling a rolling puck. This is impressive.
Yeah, Nugent Hopkins would never get an easier assist than this. Just flip it, right? I'll take care of the rest here.
And drops the hand. Nope, can't get in there. That's...
The end of it is just like ridiculous.
Unbelievable finish, right? And has 0 daylight and then finds it short side high.
Yeah.
Oh, incredible. All right, we already showed one McDavid goal against the Leafs. Let's do another one here. 2021.
This one is a little more recent, and this is Jake Muzzin gets caught on this one.
Right, if you're Muzzin, you see it coming. You know it's coming, right?
This was kind of like the 1-on-4 against the Rangers.
Yeah.
He just comes right, and this is what I love about McDavid. He goes right down the middle of it. There's Zach Hyman. That's why Zach Hyman's now in Edmonton, because he doesn't want to be on these highlights anymore.
He can't be enjoying them.
I'm going to sign with that team. That's a 1-on-4.
Yeah.
I mean, he just blows by everybody. He's got Marner, he's got Hall, he's got
Hyman.
And
pretty
Muzzin.
Good players out there.
Yeah, that's a power. That's a penalty kill. And I'm going to go right down the middle of the ice and see what you can do. Okay, so you're a Boston guy. You're a Boston guy. Who does that remind you of?
It's a little Bobby Orr.
Bobby Orr.
Yeah.
And I still watch Bobby Orr tapes on YouTube when it pops up, and then Bobby Orr he reminds me, and I played against Mario Lemieux, and the only guy who could do it when I played is Mario Lemieux. He's the only guy who could take a puck like Connor McDavid does and do whatever he wants with it. I'll go through 3 guys, I'll take it back here. Bobby Orr, he'd go up to center, and he'd come back behind his own net. He would go, who was, I think, someone was telling the story, Bruce, or Bobby Orr would get the puck, he'd skate around, and I think it was Bobby Hull told the story. That Bobby Orr got the puck. He was behind the net. He skated out in front. He was killing penalties. He skated around the net. And the guy chased him around. He stood in front. Went back the other way. And finally said, okay, I'm leaving. He ended up skating off the ice. It wasn't Bobby Hull who was doing it, but it was someone on the team who was like, I'm getting off the ice. It was ridiculous. He's the only guy who and I didn't play against Bobby, but I was in Boston when I got there and drafted in '82. So it wasn't too long after Bobby had left. And the videos, we used to watch the tapes in the rooms.
Yeah.
And that's the only guy that I've ever seen do what Connor McDavid does. Get the puck. I'm going to go right down the middle.
Time now for the stat of the night with live insights from SAP. And yes, we're talking Connor oh my God, a.k.a. Connor McDavid on a season-opening 10-game point streak is tied for the 4th longest streak in Oilers franchise history, behind the great one who had 3 streaks longer than 10 games, including his franchise record 51-game point streak to start the 83-84 season. By the way, he finished that season with 87 goals and 205 points. I guess the obvious place to start is, I feel like McDavid could put up like a 50-game point streak.
Not happening.
Why?
Not happening. Not happening.
Why?
I just think it's too hard to score on a night-to-night basis. I think that's what it is now. I mean, Bruce, you tell me.
Assists?
This fifth,
Oh, please. This game is hard.
Oh, come on. It's Connor McDavid. 22 points in the last 10 games.
What's the longest streak he's had? That's the thing you got to start out with, right? Like, what's the longest streak he's had? I know Patrick Kane had that streak into like the late 20s in games. I just think when you think about 50.
It's a lot of games.
That's where I would really, Bruce, again, you're right there. You coached for the last couple of decades.
I'm telling you, there's a few records that can't be broken, and I don't think scoring 50
points in 51
games
straight games.
I mean, you cannot have a letdown. I mean, no, you can't feel bad one day. You can. I don't feel like playing. You got to be going every single night at the top of your game. It's like, I don't think anybody's going to beat DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak. And that's a very similar type scenario.
To play devil's advocate, I mean, 5 years ago, we said Gretzky's goal-scoring record was unbreakable. Now, Ovi might not break it, but I think we can all agree he's going to make it interesting.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
And he's going to come close.
No doubt about it.
So, I don't know. I don't never say never. I mean, listen, Justin Bieber said it best, Never say never.
I will agree with you that it's never good to say, you never say never because things can change. But I do think that to score in 51 straight games, to get a point now, just the way the league is, the competitive nature of it.
And the video. I mean, you can't just go to the ref and say, hey, that was 99 on the...
That's
They're
right.
looking at it.
They take away points from people now in situations where they don't think someone, got an assist they deserve. So it'd be tough, I think.
By the way, I'm never saying Wayne Gretzky went and said 99 on the back.
To be clear.
Just to be clear.
Somebody else might.
Wayne, you would never hear me say that, ever.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's back in the day, they didn't have the replay and the coverage and the camera angles and everything else to see, like if it hit you or if it didn't hit you or if it, those little things that you get assists now for that you didn't get back in the day.
All right, well, for the record, McDavid's longest point streak was 14 games back in, I think, 2017.
Yeah.
So.
I think he can get on a good run.
Yeah.
And he can maybe get into the 20s, maybe approach 30. I just think 50 would be tough. We'll see, though. Hey, listen, how would we cover that in this era? Think about Gretzky's streak in this era. How would we cover that day to day to day, which would be another factor, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It would be constantly discussed.
This is true.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to go anywhere. Nobody would talk to him. His wife would say, "Did you get one tonight?" Like his girlfriend. Every question would be about that point streak.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would be pretty tough to deal with, I think.
I guess we'll see. I don't know.
I like it though. You're like feisty on a Tuesday. I like that.
Listen, I try to be feisty as much as possible.
Every day.